God says, a powerful, wealthy man is transferring his power of attorney to your name because you are unaware he is your relative. You have very little time left, so listen to God now before it's too late. Don't skip. Do not scroll away from this, because what I am revealing is tied to a door that is already beginning to open in your life. You are not here by accident, and if you leave now, you may miss a turning point that has been prepared long before you were born. If you believe this is truly my voice guiding you, comment Amen. I am speaking about a real shift, a legal transfer, and a hidden connection that you did not see coming, but that I have seen from the beginning. The powerful, wealthy man I am speaking of is not a stranger in the way you think. He carries your bloodline, though distance, silence, and circumstances have kept this truth from you. I have watched over him, and I have watched over you, and I am now aligning what was separated. The transfer of power of attorney is not only about documents and authority, it is about trust, inheritance, and divine timing that no human could arrange without my hand. You have very little time left, because the window for this alignment is narrow and sensitive. Decisions are being made around you, and conversations are happening that involve your name even though you have not yet stepped into the room. I need your heart steady and your faith awake so that fear does not cause you to shrink back. Take a moment to like this video as a sign that you are ready to receive what I am placing before you. This transfer is happening because the man has reached a place where he sees his strength fading and his legacy standing unfinished. He has searched quietly for someone trustworthy, someone whose spirit carries integrity and endurance. You are unaware that you are his relative, but I am the one who knows every branch of your family tree and every hidden tie. I am the one who has been weaving this moment through years of silence. Power of attorney means authority to act, to sign, to decide, and to protect what has been built. I am not only placing wealth in your path, I am placing responsibility and influence in your hands. The reason I am urging you not to skip is because your posture right now matters more than you understand. If your heart is prepared, you will walk into this not as someone overwhelmed, but as someone chosen and covered. You may wonder why this truth was hidden from you until now. I allowed distance so that your character could be shaped without the pressure of expectation. I allowed struggle so that humility could grow inside you instead of pride. When the transfer takes place, it will not destroy you because I have already strengthened you through trials that felt unrelated at the time. There are people who will be surprised when your name appears in legal conversations and official papers. Some will question how you were chosen, and others will search for explanations. They will not see the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, or the quiet faith you carried when no one applauded you. I saw all of it, and I counted every tear as preparation. The wealthy man is being stirred in his spirit even now. He feels an urgency that he cannot fully explain, a sense that he must act before time slips through his fingers. That urgency is coming from me, because I know the limits of his days and the potential of yours. I am aligning both timelines so that what he built does not scatter, but finds a faithful steward in you. This is why I say you have very little time left to position your heart correctly. Doubt, bitterness, and insecurity must not take root in this hour. You are not receiving this because you manipulated anything or forced any door open. You are receiving this because I have declared favor over you, and my declaration cannot be overturned by human opinion. When the documents are signed and authority begins to shift, you will feel the weight of it. You will realize that this is more than money or status. It is influence, decisions, and the ability to protect assets that carry history. I will not leave you alone in that weight, because I am the one who entrusted it to you in the first place. I need you to remain spiritually alert in the coming days. Opportunities may appear suddenly, and you may be contacted in ways that feel unexpected. Do not panic, and do not rush ahead without seeking my guidance. I am orchestrating every step, and I will not allow confusion to overtake what I have ordained. Some members of your extended family may not understand why this transfer bypassed them. They may feel overlooked or even offended. You must respond with calmness and wisdom, not arrogance. Comment 777 as a declaration that you trust my timing in this process. Remember that this is not only about a wealthy man and a legal title. It is about restoration of a hidden connection and the fulfillment of a responsibility that carries spiritual weight. I chose you because your heart has been tested in private places. I chose you because you know what it means to depend on me when resources were scarce. In the days ahead, you will see small confirmations that this word is true. A conversation will hint at it, a name will resurface, or a document will begin to take shape. Do not dismiss those signs as coincidence. I am the God who works through details, and I do not speak carelessly. The wealthy man has been reflecting on his past in ways he never allowed himself to before. Age and awareness have softened his pride, and memories have begun to rise that connect him back to your branch of the family. He may not have spoken your name aloud often, but he has felt a quiet pull toward making things right. That pull is my hand, guiding his heart toward alignment and completion. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. When he transfers power of attorney to you, it will be a public acknowledgement of trust. It will signal that he believes you are capable of managing affairs that others may have assumed were beyond you. Do not allow old insecurities to whisper that you are unqualified. I have watched you handle smaller responsibilities with integrity, and I am now enlarging your territory because you did not misuse what little you had. You must understand that power of attorney carries legal authority, but it also carries spiritual symbolism. It represents delegated power, much like the authority I give when I call someone into purpose. You are not stepping into someone else's life to control it recklessly. You are stepping in to protect, to steward, and to ensure that what was built does not crumble in confusion. There will be practical matters that require your attention. Financial accounts, property decisions, medical directives, and business conversations may all come into your reach. This is why I have been teaching you patience and discernment through past challenges. You thought those seasons were random hardships, but they were training grounds for clear thinking under pressure. Some days ahead may feel overwhelming as new information comes to you quickly. You might receive phone calls that carry serious tones and documents that require careful reading. Do not rush to impress anyone or to prove that you deserve this role. Move slowly, pray quietly, and allow my wisdom to guide every signature you place on paper. You are not alone in this transition, even if you feel isolated at first. I am surrounding you with unseen protection and insight that will keep you from making costly mistakes. There will be moments when you sense clarity beyond your natural understanding. That clarity is not your imagination. It is my guidance flowing through you. As the transfer becomes more official, people will begin to look at you differently. Some will treat you with sudden respect, and others may become distant or cautious. Stay grounded in who you were before this responsibility appeared. Wealth and authority must never change your humility, because your strength has always been rooted in dependence on me. The man transferring this authority may express emotions you did not expect. He might speak of regret, longing, or unfinished business within the family. Listen with compassion, not judgment. This is a sacred moment of reconciliation that I am allowing to unfold through legal action and honest conversation. I am restoring what was disconnected, and I am doing it in a way that carries both material and emotional healing. You will see pieces of your family history that were hidden or misunderstood. Do not let old wounds reopen without inviting my peace into them. I am not reopening the past to hurt you. I am opening it to complete something that was left undone. There may be resistance from those who assumed they would inherit control. They might question your relationship or attempt to challenge the decision. Do not react in fear or anger. Stand calmly, knowing that what is being transferred to you was directed by my will and confirmed by legal process. When doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself that I am the one who said this would happen. I do not announce something only to withdraw it without cause. Your part is to remain faithful, attentive, and humble. My part is to ensure that doors open in ways no one can permanently shut. As you prepare mentally for this shift, take time to examine your motives. Make sure your heart is aligned with service, not greed. Authority is safest in the hands of someone who understands that it is a trust, not a trophy. I am confident in you because I have shaped your character through experiences that others never saw. You will soon realize that this transfer is also a test of stewardship. How you handle this authority will influence future blessings that I have already written into your path. Do not underestimate the significance of small decisions during this season. Even the way you speak about this opportunity will reveal the posture of your heart. There will be a moment when everything feels real and irreversible. It may happen when you sign your first official document, or when you sit in a room discussing serious matters that once felt distant from your life. In that moment, breathe deeply and remember that I placed you there intentionally. You are not intruding on someone else's world. You are stepping into a responsibility prepared for you. As this unfolds, guard your peace carefully. Not everyone needs to know every detail of what is happening. Share wisely and avoid unnecessary exposure while things are still settling into place. I am protecting this transition, and I need you to protect it with discretion. Continue to trust me even when timelines seem uncertain. Legal processes can move slowly, and patience will be required. Do not interpret delays as denial. Sometimes I slow things down to ensure that every detail is properly aligned before the final confirmation reaches your hands. This wealthy relative may have lived a life of power and influence, but he has come to understand that legacy is more than accumulation. He wants his affairs managed by someone whose values reflect integrity. That is why your name has risen in his heart and mind at this critical hour. I am reminding you again that you have very little time left to prepare your spirit for this role. Preparation does not mean panic, it means alignment. Align your thoughts with trust, your actions with wisdom, and your words with humility. The transfer is not meant to burden you, but to elevate you into a new level of purpose. Soon you will look back and see how every difficulty you endured was shaping you for this very assignment. The nights you felt overlooked were building resilience. The times you had to manage with little were teaching you creativity and caution. Nothing was wasted, and nothing was accidental. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words, and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not dismiss these moments as ordinary, because they are threads being woven together in real time. I am orchestrating conversations, documents, and even delays so that nothing falls outside my control. The wealthy relative who is transferring his power of attorney is facing realities that have humbled him deeply. Strength that once felt permanent now feels fragile, and influence that once felt unquestioned now feels temporary. In that vulnerability, his heart has become open to truth, and I am using that openness to restore what was long ignored. He is beginning to see that legacy must be entrusted wisely, not simply distributed out of habit or pressure. You may feel unprepared when the first official explanation reaches you. You might question why you were not told about this connection earlier in your life. I allowed the distance so that you would grow without the shadow of expectation, and so that your identity would not be shaped by wealth or family power. Now that your foundation is rooted in faith rather than privilege, you are ready to carry authority without losing yourself. There will be meetings that require your calm presence. Lawyers, advisors, or trusted intermediaries may speak in technical language that feels overwhelming at first. Listen carefully, take notes, and ask for clarity when needed, but do not allow intimidation to shrink your confidence. I am giving you discernment that will help you understand more than you realize in the moment. As the documents are prepared, your name will appear in places it has never appeared before. That simple fact will stir emotions in you that range from gratitude to disbelief. Let yourself feel those emotions without being ruled by them. This is not a fantasy or coincidence. It is the unfolding of something I set in motion long ago. Some around you may begin to sense that change is coming, even before details are shared. Their attitudes might shift subtly, and their tone may carry curiosity or caution. Stay grounded and avoid revealing more than is necessary until everything is secure. I am protecting this transition, and discretion is part of your responsibility. The transfer of power of attorney will bring you into spaces of decision that require moral clarity. You may have to choose how resources are allocated, how property is maintained, or how medical choices are communicated. Each decision will reflect not only your judgment, but your character. I have prepared you to act with compassion and strength, balancing wisdom with mercy. There may also be moments of tension when family members question your role. They may feel that tradition or expectation favored them instead. Do not respond defensively or with pride. Let your actions speak through consistency, fairness, and patience. When doubt whispers that this is too much for you, remember who placed you here. I am not careless with assignments, and I do not elevate someone without equipping them. The authority being placed in your hands is not a burden meant to crush you. It is a trust meant to reveal your capacity to steward with integrity. The wealthy man himself may seek conversation with you before everything is finalized. He may share stories of his youth, his ambitions, and the lessons he learned through mistakes. Listen closely, because within those stories are insights that will guide you when you are making decisions on his behalf. I am using even his regrets as tools to sharpen your wisdom. You must also guard your heart from pride during this season. Sudden elevation can distort perspective if you allow admiration or attention to feed your ego. Stay close to me in prayer, seeking guidance in both small and large matters. Your strength has always been your humility, and that must not change. As the legal transfer becomes official, you may feel a sense of weight settle on your shoulders. That weight is responsibility, and it is meant to steady you rather than overwhelm you. Authority feels heavy at first because it requires thoughtfulness and restraint. Over time, you will grow more confident in carrying it as you see my guidance prove reliable. There will be practical tasks that test your patience. Documents may need revision, signatures may require scheduling, and official confirmations might take longer than expected. Do not interpret procedural delays as spiritual setbacks. I am ensuring that every step is secure and protected from unnecessary challenge. You may also discover assets or properties that you never imagined were connected to your family line. Seeing them may awaken a mixture of amazement and seriousness in you. Remember that these resources are tools, not trophies. They are meant to be managed wisely, benefiting not only you but those connected to this legacy. As your role becomes more visible, some may attempt to influence your decisions for their own benefit. Be cautious and discerning about advice you receive. Seek counsel from those who demonstrate integrity rather than ambition. I will give you inner confirmation when guidance aligns with my will. There may be a quiet moment when you reflect on how unlikely this all seemed not long ago. In that reflection, gratitude should rise rather than fear. I am showing you that I can change circumstances in ways that defy expectation. Your story is not limited by what you previously knew about your family or your future. The wealthy relative may find peace in knowing that someone he shares blood with is now entrusted with his affairs. That peace is part of the healing I am allowing to take place. It is not just about legal authority. It is about restoring connection and closing chapters with dignity. Continue to remain spiritually attentive. Small impressions in your heart may guide you toward wise choices at critical moments. Do not ignore those impressions, even if they seem subtle. I often speak quietly when the stakes are high, because calm discernment produces better decisions than panic. As this season advances, you will begin to understand why I warned you that time was limited. Windows of opportunity do not remain open indefinitely. Your readiness and responsiveness matter more than ever right now. Stay prepared, stay humble, and stay connected to me. I am not only transferring authority into your name through this man's decision, I am also revealing a deeper truth about your life. You were never as disconnected or overlooked as you once believed. I have been positioning you in ways unseen, preparing you for influence that aligns with purpose. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The wealthy relative who is transferring his power of attorney has reached a clarity that surprises even him. He recognizes that time is no longer something he can assume will stretch endlessly before him. In that awareness, he desires to secure what he built with someone who will not misuse it. I am the one who impressed your name upon his heart at the exact moment he was ready to act. You may sense a mixture of anticipation and pressure building inside you. That tension is natural when stepping into greater authority. Do not interpret it as a warning sign that you are unfit. It is simply the stretching of your capacity as you grow into what I have assigned to you. Soon, you may be asked to review documents that outline responsibilities in detail. They will describe financial oversight, property management, and possibly medical decisions. Read carefully and do not hesitate to seek clarification when needed. I am not asking you to understand everything instantly, but I am asking you to approach it with focus and humility. This transfer is not an accident of circumstance. It is the convergence of lineage, timing, and spiritual preparation. You were shaped in obscurity so that your heart would not be corrupted by entitlement. Now that your identity rests in me rather than in status, you can carry influence without losing your balance. There will be moments when the weight of expectation feels heavy. You might wonder if others are watching you closely, waiting for you to make a mistake. Do not live under that imagined scrutiny. Live under my covering, knowing that I am the one who validates your role. As authority moves toward you legally, responsibility also moves toward you emotionally. The wealthy man may express gratitude or relief that you accepted this position. Listen with compassion, because behind his strength there may be vulnerability. You are not only managing assets, you are carrying a human story that is nearing its final chapters. Guard your speech carefully in the coming days. Words spoken carelessly about money, inheritance, or influence can create unnecessary tension. Speak with calm assurance and avoid boasting or defensive explanations. Those who need to know will be informed in the proper time and manner. There may be unexpected discoveries along the way. Documents might reveal investments, partnerships, or properties that surprise you. Do not allow amazement to distract you from responsibility. Every discovery is an opportunity to demonstrate wise stewardship. You might also notice old feelings rising from your past. Thoughts about being overlooked or forgotten may try to resurface. Do not allow those emotions to shape your present actions. I am not elevating you to prove a point to anyone. I am elevating you to fulfill a purpose. This season will require both courage and restraint. Courage to step forward when decisions must be made. Restraint to pause when clarity is still forming. I am teaching you balance so that neither fear nor impulsiveness controls your leadership. The legal confirmation of this transfer may come in a moment that feels simple, perhaps even quiet. A signature, a stamped document, or a formal notification may mark the shift. When that moment arrives, breathe deeply and acknowledge my hand in it. What looks like paperwork is in fact the manifestation of a promise unfolding. Some may question how such authority found its way to you. They may speculate or assume connections they never noticed before. Do not feel compelled to defend the path that led here. My orchestration does not require your justification. As you step more fully into this role, remember that power of attorney is about acting in another's interest. It is about protecting dignity and honoring trust. Approach each responsibility with seriousness and compassion. I am entrusting you not only with resources but with legacy. There will be days when decisions feel straightforward and clear. There may also be moments when choices seem complex and layered. In both situations, seek my guidance quietly before acting. I am present in every detail, even those that appear administrative. You may feel moments of gratitude rising unexpectedly. Allow yourself to feel thankful without becoming complacent. Gratitude will keep your heart soft and prevent pride from taking root. It will also remind you that this authority is a gift of trust, not a trophy of achievement. As the wealthy relative senses peace about his affairs being in your hands, you will feel the impact of restored connection. Conversations that were once distant may become warmer and more personal. Let reconciliation unfold naturally without forcing emotional outcomes. Healing takes time, even when legal decisions move quickly. This transition may also reveal strengths in you that were hidden until now. You may discover that you are more capable, more organized, and more composed than you previously believed. I have been cultivating those qualities quietly through past experiences. Do not underestimate the significance of humility during this season. Authority without humility becomes harsh and isolating. Authority with humility becomes stable and respected. I am shaping you to carry the latter. There may be administrative challenges that test your patience. Delays in processing, clarifications required, or revisions to documents may occur. Do not interpret these as obstacles meant to stop you. They are simply part of ensuring that everything is secure and properly aligned. Keep your focus steady and your faith firm. I warned you that time was limited because preparation must happen now, not later. Align your thoughts with trust and your actions with care. The more grounded you remain, the smoother this transition will feel. The wealthy relative who is transferring his power of attorney is moving with seriousness now. He understands that this decision cannot be delayed much longer. His advisors may have presented options, but his heart keeps returning to your name. That pull is not coincidence. It is my direction pressing gently yet firmly upon his conscience. You may begin to feel the gravity of what this authority truly means. It is not simply about signing papers on someone else's behalf. It is about representing their interests, protecting their dignity, and managing decisions that carry weight. I am calling you to step into this with maturity that reflects the growth I have already cultivated in you. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There could be a moment when you are formally informed that the transfer is in its final stages. That conversation might come through a call, a meeting, or an official letter. When it does, remain calm and attentive. Do not allow excitement to cloud your clarity or fear to weaken your composure. As the process advances, you may notice an internal shift within yourself. Confidence may begin to rise where uncertainty once lingered. This is not arrogance, it is alignment. You are recognizing that you are capable because I have prepared you long before this responsibility appeared. The wealthy man may share final wishes or expectations with you. Listen carefully to his tone and not just his words. There may be emotion beneath his instructions, reflecting a desire for peace and order. You are not only receiving legal authority, you are receiving trust built through reflection and vulnerability. In this season, discipline will protect you. Keep records organized, maintain transparency in your actions, and avoid impulsive decisions. Authority handled carelessly can create confusion. Authority handled wisely becomes a source of stability and respect. There may be individuals who approach you with sudden friendliness or interest. Some may genuinely support you, while others may see opportunity for themselves. Discernment is essential now. Seek advice from those whose character has been proven, not those who appear only when influence becomes visible. As documents are finalized, you might be asked to attend formal meetings. Rooms that once felt unfamiliar will become places where your voice carries significance. Speak clearly and thoughtfully. I am with you in those rooms, guiding your words and steadying your presence. This transfer of power of attorney is also revealing something deeper about your identity. You are not as disconnected from influence as you once believed. Your lineage carries threads of strength and leadership that you are only now beginning to see. I allowed you to grow without that knowledge so your character would develop independently of privilege. There may be a quiet moment when you reflect on how different your life looked not long ago. You may recall seasons when resources felt scarce and recognition felt distant. In those memories, recognize the preparation that was taking place. Hardship shaped resilience, and simplicity shaped wisdom. As authority officially moves into your hands, you may feel a sense of solemn responsibility. This is appropriate and healthy. Responsibility keeps your decisions measured and your priorities clear. Let it steady you, rather than overwhelm you. The wealthy relative may find comfort knowing that someone within his bloodline is safeguarding his affairs. That comfort is part of the restoration I am allowing to happen. Even if the relationship was distant before, this decision creates a bridge where separation once stood. You must remain vigilant against pride in the days ahead. Recognition and authority can distort perspective if not handled carefully. Stay rooted in prayer and humility. Remember that everything entrusted to you is under my oversight. There may also be legal or financial complexities that require patience. Not every matter will resolve instantly. Take your time reviewing details and avoid rushing simply to appear decisive. Thoughtfulness will protect you from unnecessary complications. As you step deeper into this role, you will begin to see opportunities to make wise improvements. Perhaps assets can be managed more efficiently or relationships handled more compassionately. Approach these opportunities with care and respect for what was built before you arrived. You might sense moments of pressure from extended family members who feel uncertain about your role. Do not allow their anxiety to dictate your behavior. Stay consistent, transparent where appropriate, and calm in your responses. Stability in your demeanor will build credibility over time. There will be instances when you need to act firmly for the sake of protecting interests. Do so without aggression. Authority expressed with quiet confidence carries more weight than loud assertion. I am shaping you to lead through steadiness rather than intimidation. As the final confirmation of this transfer settles into place, take time to acknowledge the significance of the moment. What began as an unseen alignment has now become a tangible reality. Your name is connected to authority that once felt far removed from your life. You are not stepping into this alone. I remain your guide in every decision, every meeting, and every signature. Continue seeking my direction before acting, especially when matters feel sensitive or complex. My wisdom will guard you from missteps. This season is revealing that hidden connections can surface at the precise moment they are needed. What was unknown about your lineage is now becoming part of your present responsibility. Do not treat this lightly, but do not fear it either. I am entrusting you with this role because you have shown faithfulness in smaller assignments. The wealthy relative has likely reached a decisive moment within himself. What was once a contemplation has become a resolution. He understands that waiting longer could create confusion or leave matters unsettled. That understanding is not only practical, it is influenced by my timing, pressing gently but firmly upon his heart. As this final stretch unfolds, you may feel a stronger sense of accountability. Authority is not just about what you are allowed to do, but about what you must protect. I am calling you to approach every decision with seriousness and clarity. Do not treat any responsibility as minor, because even small actions can shape long-term outcomes. There may be documents placed before you that outline the full scope of your role. They may detail access to accounts, decision-making powers, and obligations that require discretion. Read each line carefully and do not rush your understanding. Wisdom often shows itself in patience rather than speed. You might also notice that your thoughts are becoming more organized. Where once you felt uncertain about managing larger matters, now you sense a quiet steadiness. That steadiness is evidence of the growth I have nurtured within you over time. You are not stepping into this unprepared, even if it feels new. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The wealthy relative may express gratitude that you agreed to take on this role. His tone may carry relief, knowing that someone he shares blood with will safeguard what he built. Listen without pride and respond with humility. This is a sacred trust that requires maturity, not celebration. As authority officially moves into your hands, your perspective may begin to widen. You will start to think not only about immediate tasks, but about long-term impact. That broader vision is necessary for wise stewardship. I am expanding your understanding so that you can manage with foresight rather than reaction. There may be moments when you feel the emotional weight of representing another person's interests. Acting on someone's behalf requires empathy and fairness. Do not allow personal preference to override responsibility. Remember that your role is to protect and preserve, not to control impulsively. You might also sense subtle tension from others who expected a different outcome. Some may struggle quietly with disappointment. Do not respond with defensiveness or arrogance. Consistency in your behavior will eventually quiet unnecessary doubts. In the coming days, your schedule may become busier than usual. Meetings, calls, and paperwork may demand more of your time. Manage your energy carefully and avoid overextending yourself. Balanced discipline will protect you from exhaustion. As this authority becomes active, you may discover aspects of the wealthy relative's life that were never openly discussed. Financial strategies, partnerships, and responsibilities may come into view. Approach these discoveries with respect and confidentiality. Trust grows stronger when discretion is honored. You must also guard your inner life carefully. Authority can expose weaknesses if you neglect your spiritual grounding. Stay rooted in prayer and reflection so that your decisions remain aligned with wisdom. I am your constant source of clarity, especially when situations feel complex. There may be a defining moment when you sign a document that formalizes everything. That signature will symbolize more than legal permission. It will mark the transition from observer to steward. Pause briefly in that moment to acknowledge the gravity of what you are accepting. You may reflect on how unexpected this journey has been. At one time, you were unaware of the depth of your connection to this wealthy relative. Now, your name stands officially connected to his affairs. That shift is not random. It is the result of alignment that only I could orchestrate. As you move forward, humility must remain your foundation. Authority without humility becomes brittle and unstable. Authority rooted in humility becomes resilient and respected. I am shaping you to lead with steadiness rather than dominance. There may be financial decisions that require careful evaluation. Do not feel pressured to make immediate choices simply to appear capable. Thoughtful delay is sometimes wiser than quick action. Seek counsel from trustworthy advisors when needed, but always measure advice against discernment. You might notice that your confidence grows gradually as you handle each responsibility. That growth will feel natural, not forced. Experience will reinforce what faith has already prepared within you. Each successful step will confirm that you are capable of carrying this role. The wealthy relative may begin to experience peace as he sees matters settling securely. His anxiety about unfinished business may lessen. That peace is part of the restoration unfolding between your lives. Through legal authority, reconciliation, and trust are being woven together. Do not forget that this season is about stewardship, not entitlement. Resources and influence are tools meant to be managed wisely. I am watching not to criticize, but to guide. Your willingness to remain teachable will keep you aligned with my direction. There may also be moments of challenge when unexpected issues arise. Disagreements, procedural complications, or financial questions may test your composure. Respond with calm analysis rather than emotional reaction. Stability under pressure will strengthen your credibility. As the transfer becomes fully operational, your daily life may feel different. Decisions that once felt distant will now require your input. Embrace this shift without fear. Growth always involves stepping into unfamiliar responsibilities. You are not alone in this process. I remain actively present in every interaction and decision. When you feel uncertain, pause and seek my guidance before proceeding. My wisdom will guard your steps and protect you from unnecessary misjudgment. This is the stage where your character will matter more than your emotions. Excitement may rise, and at times a sense of pressure may surface, but neither should control you. Authority requires steady thinking and measured action. I am strengthening your inner stability so that you can carry this without being shaken. The wealthy relative who transferred his power of attorney to you is observing carefully. He is watching how you respond to responsibility, how you speak in meetings, and how you treat others involved. Not because he doubts you, but because this decision was deeply personal. Your calm and respectful conduct will reassure him that he chose wisely. You may now have access to information that changes your understanding of your family line. Assets, properties, business holdings, and long-term plans may now sit within your awareness. Take time to absorb this knowledge without rushing into modification. Respect what was built before you. Consider how to improve it. There will be moments when you feel the full weight of representation. Acting on behalf of another person is a sacred trust. It means your signature can move resources, your approval can shift outcomes, and your restraint can prevent harm. That kind of authority must be carried carefully. Some relatives may now realize that the transfer is complete. Their reactions may vary widely. Some will show support, others may remain silent, and a few may quietly question the outcome. Maintain composure and avoid being drawn into unnecessary explanations. You are not required to justify what was legally and intentionally decided. Your focus must remain on faithful stewardship. Let your actions speak louder than any argument. Integrity maintained over time silences doubt more effectively than defense. There may be administrative demands that require your close attention. Financial reviews, property evaluations, or strategic decisions may now rest in your hands. Approach each task with diligence rather than haste. I am giving you clarity when you pause and seek it. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This season will also test your ability to separate emotion from duty. You may feel compassion in some matters and firmness in others. Balance both without losing perspective. Wisdom often lies in measured restraint rather than dramatic action. The wealthy relative may experience physical or emotional vulnerability during this time. Your steady presence can become a source of comfort. Treat his trust with honor and patience. Authority exercised with compassion builds lasting respect. You might notice that your confidence is becoming quieter and more grounded. It is not loud or showy. It feels stable and thoughtful. That is the kind of strength I cultivate when I prepare someone for influence. Guard your conversations carefully. Not every curiosity deserves a detailed answer. Share what is appropriate and maintain confidentiality where required. Discretion is part of responsible leadership. There may be moments when you reflect on how unaware you once were of this connection. That realization may feel surreal, but understand that timing protected you. If you had known earlier, you might not have developed the resilience that now serves you well. As days move forward, decisions will likely increase in frequency. Some will be simple, others complex. Do not allow the number of tasks to overwhelm your peace. Break each responsibility into manageable steps and move carefully. There could be financial opportunities presented to you that promise rapid growth. Examine them thoroughly before agreeing. Authority includes the responsibility to avoid unnecessary risk. Stability is often more valuable than quick expansion. You may also feel moments of gratitude rising within you. For a gratitude, allow that gratitude to anchor you rather than inflate you. Remember that this authority came through alignment, not ambition. I placed you here because I trusted your heart. If challenges arise, do not interpret them as signs that you were misplaced. Every position of influence encounters resistance at times. Respond to challenges with patience and clarity. Overreaction only weakens credibility. You are learning what it means to act as a steward rather than an owner. The resources you manage carry history and expectation. Treat them as entrusted assets, not personal trophies. This mindset will protect your integrity. The wealthy relative may begin to express deeper conversations about legacy. He may speak of what he hopes continues beyond his lifetime. Listen carefully and consider how your actions can honor those hopes responsibly. As you settle into this role, maintain balance in your personal life as well. Authority should not consume your identity. Continue nurturing relationships and spiritual grounding. Stability at home strengthens clarity and leadership. You may encounter advisors or professionals who attempt to influence decisions for personal gain. Discernment is essential. Seek counsel from those with proven honesty rather than persuasive charm. This phase of the journey is not about dramatic events. It is about consistent, disciplined management. Quiet faithfulness will build long-term stability. I am watching how you handle ordinary days as much as extraordinary ones. Over time, others will begin to see that your appointment was not random. They will notice your steady approach and measured decisions. Respect will grow gradually through consistency. The transfer of power of attorney was a pivotal moment, but the daily stewardship that follows is where your true character shines. Continue walking humbly and thinking carefully. I remain present in every meeting, every document, and every choice. This responsibility will shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more discerning. What once seemed overwhelming will soon feel natural. Keep your heart aligned with humility and your mind focused on clarity. The authority transferred into your name is not temporary noise. It is a long-term assignment that will reveal your maturity through consistency. Each decision you make adds a line to your reputation. Each moment of restraint strengthens the trust placed in you. The wealthy relative may now lean on you more directly. He may ask for updates, clarifications, or reassurance. Do not interpret his questions as doubt. They are signs that he values the partnership this authority has created. You are learning that stewardship requires attentiveness to both detail and people. Numbers on paper represent real outcomes. Decisions in meetings affect lives connected to those outcomes. Approach every action with awareness of its ripple effect. There may be days when fatigue attempts to cloud your judgment. Responsibility can weigh heavily when tasks accumulate. Guard your rest and do not allow exhaustion to push you into rushed decisions. Clear thinking depends on balanced strength. As you handle financial matters, you may discover patterns that require adjustment. Perhaps certain strategies need refinement, or outdated systems require improvement. Implement changes thoughtfully and respectfully. Stability grows through careful evolution, not abrupt disruption. You might also sense subtle shifts in how others relate to you. Some will seek your approval more than before. Others may speak more cautiously in your presence. Stay approachable and grounded. Authority should not create distance where humility can build trust. The wealthy relative may share more personal reflections as time progresses. Stories of risk, regret, or ambition may surface in conversation. Listen without judgment. There is wisdom hidden in experience, even when that experience includes mistakes. This season is shaping you into someone who understands both influence and restraint. True authority is not loud or forceful. It is steady, consistent, and dependable. I am strengthening that quality in you daily. There may be complex decisions that require collaboration with professionals. Lawyers, accountants, or advisors may present differing perspectives. Evaluate their guidance carefully and ask questions where clarity is needed. Discernment will protect you from unnecessary missteps. You are also learning the discipline of documentation. Keeping records, reviewing agreements, and maintaining transparency are not minor tasks. They are foundations of credibility. Responsible stewardship is often demonstrated through attention to detail. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. As your role becomes more defined, you may reflect on how unaware you once were of this hidden connection. That ignorance served a purpose. It allowed you to develop resilience without entitlement. Now, that resilience supports you in moments of pressure. There may be instances when family dynamics become sensitive. Emotions tied to inheritance and authority can surface unexpectedly. Respond calmly and avoid fueling tension. Patience will preserve peace where argument would cause fracture. The authority placed in your hands is not meant to isolate you. It is meant to expand your capacity for leadership. Continue seeking counsel when appropriate and remain open to learning. Growth never stops. Even after elevation, you might feel moments of gratitude rising quietly within you. Allow gratitude to soften your heart and prevent pride. Recognition and influence are safest when accompanied by humility. Stay anchored in awareness that this role was entrusted, not seized. Over time, you will begin to see the broader impact of your decisions. Stability in one area will strengthen another. Responsible management will build confidence among those watching. Consistency will become your signature. The wealthy relative may experience greater peace knowing his affairs are secure. That peace is part of the restoration unfolding through this transfer. Trust between you is being reinforced through daily reliability. There may be unexpected challenges that test your composure. Financial fluctuations, legal clarifications, or relational misunderstandings may arise. Face them steadily rather than reactively. Authority handled calmly inspires confidence. As days turn into weeks, the reality of this transfer will feel less dramatic and more integrated into your life. That is healthy. True leadership is not constant intensity. It is sustained responsibility. Continue guarding your motives carefully. Ensure that decisions reflect stewardship rather than self-interest. The line between influence and ego can blur if not watched closely. Humility keeps that line clear. You may also recognize new strengths developing within you. Organizational skill, strategic thinking, and confident communication may become more natural. These qualities were always present, but needed responsibility to fully emerge. The wealthy relative's trust in you is a living testament to growth on both sides. He trusted my prompting, and you trusted my guidance. That alignment created this outcome. As you continue managing what has been entrusted, remember that your identity is not defined by authority alone. Remain connected to your spiritual grounding. Leadership without inner stability becomes fragile. There will be moments when decisions feel heavy. Pause when needed. Reflect before acting. Quiet clarity often produces better outcomes than quick reaction. You are now walking in a reality that once felt unimaginable. The transfer of power of attorney has shifted your path in ways that continue to reveal themselves. Stay disciplined, stay humble, and stay attentive. This journey is not ending with the signing of documents. It is unfolding through daily faithfulness. Each ordinary task completed with integrity strengthens the foundation of trust around you. I remain present in every responsibility you carry. When uncertainty appears, seek my direction quietly. My wisdom is steady and available. What began as an unexpected revelation has matured into structured stewardship. You are handling influence with growing stability. Continue forward with humility and clarity. The authority entrusted to you was not random. It was aligned with preparation you did not even recognize at the time. Now you see the purpose more clearly. The wealthy relative who entrusted you with his power of attorney is observing with a sense of calm that he did not have before. He sees that you are not reckless. He notices that you ask questions before deciding and that you listen before responding. That quiet diligence reassures him more than grand gestures ever could. You may now be navigating situations that require firm decisions. Perhaps an asset must be protected from unnecessary risk, or a financial agreement must be adjusted. These choices can feel heavy because they carry consequences. Do not shrink from necessary firmness when it is guided by wisdom. Authority will sometimes require you to disappoint someone. You may decline a request or refuse a suggestion that does not align with responsible management. This is part of stewardship. Pleasing everyone is not your assignment. Protecting what was entrusted to you is. There may be subtle pressure from individuals who assume they deserve influence over your decisions. They may appeal to emotion, history, or convenience. Listen respectfully, but evaluate objectively. I am strengthening your ability to separate sympathy from sound judgment. As weeks pass, you may feel more comfortable reviewing statements, contracts, and proposals. What once seemed technical now feels manageable. That growth is not accidental. Responsibility has sharpened your focus and strengthened your understanding. The wealthy relative may begin to share more openly about his intentions. He might explain why he chose you specifically rather than others. His reasons may reflect qualities in you that you once underestimated. Receive his words humbly without allowing them to inflate your ego. You are discovering that stewardship requires quiet courage, courage to ask for clarification, courage to say no when needed, courage to take action when delay would cause harm. This courage is not loud, it is steady and composed. There may be moments when you question whether you are handling everything perfectly. Release the expectation of perfection. What matters is faithfulness and thoughtful effort. Growth continues through experience, not flawless performance. As you manage resources, remember that transparency protects you. Keep clear records, communicate responsibly, and maintain accountability. Integrity thrives in clarity. Hidden shortcuts often create long-term complications. Family dynamics may still carry moments of sensitivity. Some may gradually accept your role, while others may remain distant. Do not attempt to force acceptance. Consistent fairness over time will speak louder than argument. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The wealthy relative may lean on you more confidently now.